She smiled when I found out. My own mother. She didn't deny it, didn't apologize. She just sipped her wine and said, "Now you know how it feels." So I did something she'll never forget, and neither will he. If you've ever been betrayed by the people who were supposed to love you the most, this story is for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready, because this isn't just revenge. This is emotional warfare at its finest. Let me take you back to the moment I stopped believing in family. I'm 26 now, but this story started 2 years ago when I was 24 and dating a man named Ethan. Tall, charming, funny in that effortless way. We'd been together for almost 3 years and I was already saving up for a ring. Ethan wasn't perfect, no one is, but he made me feel like I mattered. We had plans, a dog, a move to Portland, possibly kids down the road. We were serious, or at least I was. My mom, her name is Janelle. If the devil wore Chanel, her name would still be second on the guest list. She was always beautiful, always calculating, and always just a little too interested in the men I dated. At first, I thought it was innocent, a compliment here, a joke there. Ethan would laugh and I'd smile, uncomfortably. But over time, something shifted. They started texting, late-night memes, lunches without telling me, inside jokes I wasn't part of. One night, I came home early from work. I'd forgotten my phone charger. I walked into the apartment Ethan and I shared and found the door unlocked. I knew instantly something was wrong. The bedroom door was closed, and I heard her voice, my mother's voice, laughing, breathy, then Ethan's. I didn't scream, I didn't barge in, I just stood there, frozen, and listened. And that's the moment my heart broke. Not just because of Ethan, but because my own mother had done this. I left quietly. I didn't even slam the door. I waited in my car, shaking, replaying every moment I'd ever brushed off. I confronted her the next day. I asked her one question. Why? She looked me dead in the eye, sipped her wine, smiled, and said, "Now you know how it feels. Men leave. You'll get over it." No apology, no shame, just ice. And Ethan? He told me it was just once, that it didn't mean anything, and that he was confused. I packed my things the next morning. I didn't cry, I didn't fight, I didn't scream, I planned. Because what my mother didn't know was that Ethan was bisexual, and that he'd once, drunkenly, mentioned having a crush on my best friend's husband, a man named Julian. Julian was tall, gorgeous, successful, and deeply closeted in a high-power industry. I'd never even told anyone about Ethan's little confession, but now it was leverage. I reached out to Julian under the guise of needing to talk. We met for drinks. I told him everything, not just what Ethan had done, but who he had done it with. Julian didn't react. Not at first. He just sipped his whiskey and said, "So, how do you want to burn them?" We started slow, subtle. Ethan received a mysterious bouquet of black roses at work with no sender info. My mom's favorite necklace, an heirloom she once bragged about, vanished after brunch. Her favorite wine got swapped for vinegar at a dinner party. But that was just the beginning. Julian and I started dating. At first, it was fake. Then it wasn't. We were good together, really good. But this wasn't about love, not yet. This was about power, and nothing was more satisfying than when Julian invited my mother to his charity gala and brought me as his date. The moment we walked in, arm in arm, all eyes on us, I watched her choke on her champagne. Ethan was there too. His face, priceless. She pulled me aside, furious. "What are you doing with him?" I smiled. "Now you know how it feels." I didn't stop there. Ethan tried to get back together, said he missed me, that we could fix this. I said I'd think about it. Then I sent him a photo of me in Julian's bed, wearing his shirt. My mom, she was blacklisted from her social circles after I sent a carefully curated, anonymous tip to her best friend's husband, complete with screenshots. The fallout was nuclear. Ethan moved out of state. My mom stopped speaking to me, which honestly was the kindest thing she's ever done. And Julian? He's still in my life. Not sure if it's forever, but we laugh. A lot. And he never lies. People say revenge is messy, but sometimes it's surgical. Sometimes it's exactly what your younger self needed to heal. Not out of cruelty, but out of clarity. Because once you realize who someone really is, you stop asking them to be better. If this story hit a nerve, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the coldest revenge you've ever witnessed? I want to hear everything. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this, where betrayal gets served a second course. Cold.